Yeah, I don't think Facebook dating was a great idea, because then you can match with all the old ladies that don't know how to work Facebook.
But you can set your discovery settings to not that old, Tyler.
Um, Also, I don't know why they would be on there, so that doesn't really matter.
All right, let me change my. All right, I just changed it to every woman, every adult woman.
Are you on Facebook dating right now?
Yeah.
Well, good luck. Hopefully you
So
find.
here's our first. I don't know. Let me see if I can get my screen open here so I could look at it better to see. I don't because I can't tell it where my. I wish it would show me so I could look at it to make sure it was showing properly.
Yeah.
Because I don't. Can you read what that says there? Oh,
Yeah,
oops.
no F's given.
She's 41.
Yeah. And
Perfect.
and that's her. She's 41, and her motto for life is no F's given. I'm sure
That's probably
she's a
why,
real winner.
that's probably why she's single.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started. There you go, Chris. I think you matched with her on Tinder.
No.
Can I keep all this in? Because I've been recording.
I mean, you can, sure.
Okay. What's up, everybody? This is another episode of Better Than Static. I am your host today. My name is Tyler, and with me, I am a little short-handed, but I still have my buddy Chris. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm okay.
Lucas had stuff he had to do, so if you're like, "Oh no, Lucas, I'm not gonna listen," please listen. We also enjoy your support. Um, but as you have heard, we were talking about Facebook dating, which I guess is new. Like we were just kind of like spitballing it as a topic, and I hit record, and because I thought it sounded good. But yeah, so Facebook dating is a thing, as if you didn't need another thing to where your parents might accidentally get on Facebook.
Why would my parents do it?
I don't know. I feel like, is it a separate app or is it a different?
No, it's just like if you just click on your profile,
Yeah.
like here on the app, I have me up there, and then up here in the corner, oops, up here in the corner, there's a little heart,
Mm-hmm.
and you click on that, and it takes you to it.
I feel like my parents would accidentally hit that.
No, you have to go out of your way.
Okay. Because have you ever handed your mom or dad the phone when you're like showing them a picture and you're like, don't like this picture, just look at it, or like don't touch the phone or whatever?
Well, I usually will just make it I'll save it as a screenshot so that they can't do anything with it.
You have more forethought than I do. Because like what happens to me is I'll be like a restaurant with my parents or something, or like we're just sitting somewhere and my mom sees the picture and she's like, "Well, let me see that picture." I'm like, "Well, first off, could you quit like snooping on my phone?" She goes, "I got bored and I looked at your phone." I was like, "Well, excuse me," but like it's a little invasive on your personal space, but. I inevitably let her see the picture and she wants to immediately like double tap it. I'm like, no, don't do that because that likes it. I'm like, would you stop, you heathen?
Or I make sure that I make sure it's far enough away to where you can't touch it.
Yeah,
I give him like a distance. I'm holding it, and I'm like
do
I'm
not
and
get closer
I'm
than that.
yeah, I'm like in control of the phone. Yeah.
It's almost like parents are now children. So I have a coworker, um, who is like one of her kids are he just got like his passed his driver's test, so they're looking for a car for him, and she's like, I gotta convince him to make a smart car decision and stuff like that. And I said, I completely understand. My mother is one like she got an Apple Watch and trying to get her to say that that wasn't a great idea because it's running up our data bill and stuff like that. It's just like I didn't think I'd be able to relate to someone with kids, and then I can now. I think most of people our age that still live with their parents can relate to that as well. Of like, it's basically having kids.
Yeah.
Because when you're our age and you live at home still, your parents aren't really taking care of you. They're more tolerating you, and then you're doing things to help out around the house. So it's like you have kids.
Man.
What?
I started looking at houses.
Man, houses are expensive, dog.
What the flip, dude? Like legit.
Man, I'm just
It's a
telling you, you need to you need to just stop because you're gonna get depressed. Because you're like, man, that house looks good. I could envision myself in that house.
I already have one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, it's a slippery slope. You're like, man, I really want that, and then you're all depressed because you can't afford it. And it's not like it's like a lavish house. It's just
It's
a,
a nice house.
yeah. It's like a ranch style house. That's not like it's not even 2 story. And you're like, man, I could see myself in Saturdays making some pancakes in that kitchen, and and then you just can't get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't afford hardly anything.
yeah. I speaking of can't afford anything, I had to take my car to the shop because I had to get new tires. So that is
Okay.
$1,000. Um, and um, and then like I had to get my new brake pads and that's $300. And then I find out my frick, what is it called? Whatever goes into, it's like your cams and your toe links in your rear alignment. They're rusted where they can't move them, so I have to put new toe links and stuff in that, and that's $800. And then my brake booster has a leak in the vacuum, so I have to get that fixed, and that's like that's it. That's probably $800. So it's like $1,600 more
Oh,
stuff. Like it's all like, or no, brake booster is probably 500, so it'd be 1,300. But still, a total of 2,600 that goes into my car that like just fixing it. Money is a thing that people don't have.
well, like what's crazy to me is like on top of the mortgage, you're also going to be paying for internet and electricity and water and all these utilities on top of your mortgage.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how does anybody like I legit like last time like look, I need to get married ASAP so I can just have some more money coming into the home. Like I don't care. It's ain't about love no more. It's just a financial
It's
decision.
about efficiency and paying the bills.
Yeah, man.
No,
Like,
it's so anytime you're looking like houses in our area, or I think houses at any point are unless you make a lot of money are a two income thing.
yeah, there's no way I could get one without a woman.
Yeah, or like I mean, you could get like you could do it if you wanted to get a mortgage and then sublet like your a room and have a roommate.
Nah, dude.
I'm telling you, that's like I don't know which
Yeah.
one you'll like which will happen first, finding your mate or finding like a job that pays enough to like have your own house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, somebody I work with bought a house by himself a couple months ago.
How? I mean, I
I
don't
don't,
know how you
yeah.
do that. I mean, I guess now you don't have to like you don't have to have a down payment, and you can
Oh,
do a
you
30.
don't?
You don't have to have a down payment, but you can only do a 30-year mortgage if you
Mm,
do that. And I'm just like 30 years, like I'll be 55, and at
it's a
55,
long time.
I'm not gonna want to move. So what's the point?
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, I hate moving. Like, can we just talk about how much I hate moving? I did not experience the hatred for
Would you
moving.
help me if I had to move?
I would, but you have to like promise pizza or food in some way after I've
If
helped
I'm
you.
dog, if I'm buying a house, I ain't gonna have no money for pizza.
Crystal, then you ain't gonna have no help for moving. Like when
I
we,
would do that out of the goodness of my heart, man. I'll let you know.
I mean, when I was just making the joke because like that's what you're
No.
supposed. That's like what all the sitcoms say. No, I help move Nick without any like. I just show up. I'm like, what day y'all doing it? I'll show up. But like when I was moving to and from college, I didn't have any help moving. I just packed all my stuff in my Explorer and I went. But moving's a thing. I so when I was a kid, we moved from a small house to the house I'm currently living in, and that was like when I was 5. So that was the only time I'd moved in my entire life. Like it was the first time, and I didn't have to do anything because I was 5. You can't have a 5-year-old do anything because they can't carry anything. Like I was weak. I needed to get some reps in and get buff. You know what I mean? So I didn't have to do anything. So moving was great. It was like, aha, this is amazing. But when I got to college, it sucked because I had to. It was just moving everything. So now I
Yeah.
have a hatred for it.
Yeah, I don't know how. Like, and my thing is like, there's got to be like, surely, and these aren't all the ones that are available because I guess maybe they're all just this ungodly expensive.
No, in our like nobody listening to that, barely very few people that are in our like that are listening to this podcast know what the market is like here, but it is stupid expensive for what you're getting. Like I think it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with 1,500 square foot averages like 140 to 150. 140,000 to 150,000. And that's, I don't know. I feel like that's expensive. I feel like you could do like 100 to 130 and that'd be
No,
way
like
more comfortable.
the problem with some of these. Okay, look. Okay, this disgusting paneling.
Oh, dude, the ones that are in your, they all have paneling. The one in your price range, so like 100 to 130, 130,000, like
That's
they.
not in my price range. That's way out of my price range.
Well, you can't look at the end result. You have to look at what you're going to be making a month or be paying a month. Like look at the thing under it.
Yeah,
You could pay
390.
that a month.
Yeah, yeah. That's only 74 or 5 though.
Yeah, and but here, like anything in that price range, and 74 has wood paneling, or it's not from the 1960s.
Yeah, like God, it's and look at the roof has got that's not even popcorn roof. I don't think that's something else. Cause you see, there's a square on the top there.
Yeah, it's like paneled popcorn roof. I don't understand. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So let's segue into perfect first homes. Perfect first homes. What is the thing you're looking for? Like when you move out of your
No
parents' house.
paneling.
No paneling's a no.
Paneling is a freaking hard no. I hate it.
I am not big on manufactured homes, like that have the panel. Like it's not wood paneling, but it's like paneled wall, and they have like a ridge that connects them. And I'm just like, if you paint that any way you paint that, other than the original, is gonna look bad. I don't know.
Where's that one I was looking at? Hold on.
But
The one that I fell in love with. Fell in love with.
you
is
fell in
strong.
love with this home, Chris?
Not
I mean, you
strong.
just
That
met
was
this
that
home.
was a that was a strong word. Let me see if I can find it here real quick. Not waste the.
Not
I don't
waste
know.
some air. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't remember where that.
But are you
House
looking
was.
for perfect first home? How many bedrooms?
I mean, tenant. Well, okay. Like, here's the thing. Like last night, I was thinking, like, look, if I'm living in it by myself, one bed, one bath is enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, with knowing my luck, well, no, that's a joke. Knowing my luck, I'd probably move out and then find somebody. And then I'm like, well, now I probably need another room.
Yeah, and then you got, well, I mean, find someone as a mate.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, you're gonna be sharing the same room, Chris.
true. But
Like if you marry someone, they're not gonna need an extra room.
We might need an extra bathroom.
That's probably true.
But then if we wanted kids, then obviously we would need to have a bigger room. Or have another room then.
Yeah. I think for me, perfect first home, maybe forever home, is 3 bedroom, 2 bath.
I think you're probably just better off going to get that one first, you know?
Going to get what, like your forever home?
Yeah, just go ahead and do that first. Just take care of it.
I don't know, cause here's as long as you got 2 bathrooms, you can handle a family of 4 with 2 bathrooms. Nobody's super pissed at anybody, and it just works out. You need like one master bath and then one that is out in the open. Not like, I don't know, just where the other 2 bedrooms can get to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This was only 115.
I like that one. It's got a cool shape.
I can't that. I
No.
guess I'd have to cut. If I'd have to slice my student payment down to almost nothing to afford this probably because I'm paying $330 a month.
Not to go all Dave Ramsey on you, but you're not supposed to buy a home till you're completely out of college debt.
Well, then I'm going to be in my late 30s, so that's impossible.
Well, you could start doing double payments on your like here. Okay, so some money saving criteria better than static listeners. I'm a big I wouldn't say big Dave Ramsey fan, but I listen to his things because he's got a good podcast. If you want to go listen to that, shout out to Dave Ramsey. You the man. But like I always heard, you're not supposed to buy a home until you're out of debt. Because you're supposed to rent until you're out of that student loan debt. Not like all your debt, just the student loan debt. And then you buy your home. But also you have to have like 6 months bills and cost of living, like living expenses before you buy a home. That way if like something happens and you lose your job, you have that and stuff like that. I probably wouldn't do 6 months. I would do 3 months because let's be honest. You losing your job is rare, and I don't know. Depends on how hard of a worker you are. If you're listening to the podcast and you a deadbeat, you probably need to get that 6 months before before you buy a house. Because
If
let's
you're
be
a
honest.
deadbeat, you're not saving 6 months worth of money.
I mean, but if you're not a hard worker, you're not gonna
Yeah, if you're not a
have.
hard worker, you're not going to be saving your money. I don't feel like. I feel like there's a mentality with that.
Yeah,
Because
but
like even I'm not even I think I'm a pretty good worker at my job, but I don't even save money that well.
I I save money fairly okay. I don't like to spend a lot of money, and then like stuff like my car troubles happen, and they're not really car troubles. Like it's not like my car's out of commission. It's stuff I got to get fixed, and it's $2,600, which I don't know if you have. Depending on what you make, that's not a lot of money, or how much money you have in the bank. But to me, at this point in my life, it's a lot of money, and I don't know. You gotta be able to like support that, make your mortgage, and have a cushion. So that's what I'm
It's a
saying. Like,
tiny home.
man, tiny homes are the worst.
But if I'm living by myself,
I'm just saying, I am not a tiny person.
it's got 2 beds.
I am not a tiny person. Okay, so give me the benefits of tiny home. Has Samantha talked to you about this? Because if Samantha
No,
is trying to get you to change
only
me,
only that one time.
only the one time. So okay, okay, better than static listeners. My girlfriend, who's amazing, she's great, and she does this just to piss me off. And it's not
Cringe.
like I'm mad. It's just like she does it to aggravate me, which is fun because that's my personality. I like to pick at people too and aggravate them. But you know, we're thinking
Cool.
future. We're thinking down the road future. So you know what I'm saying. And she's like, "Oh, we could get a tiny home for our first house," and it's like, "No, I absolutely no. There's no way. I'm saying no to that every time." And the reason is, if I'm walking into my home, I don't want to have to I don't have to crouch to walk in the door. Also, if like okay, this is gonna be gross. I said we stayed away from bathroom talk, last week. This one's just gonna be a quick hit on it. Let's say I go to the bathroom and I kill it. I'm talking absolutely slay that bathroom. There's no like you're not gonna have any ventilation to get that smell out of the tiny home. It's just gonna be compacted and have it's gonna be like a concrete block
Skylight.
of smell.
Make a
Like
skylight
a
and then just
skylight in the bathroom.
open it up. Yeah.
I don't, and then you can't resell a tiny home. Like that's another thing. It's you'd have to rent it out because nobody wants it. Who wants a tiny home? No one. That's why. Only weird and crazy people want a tiny home. And then like, let's say we're cooking in the kitchen, we're hitting elbows. Well, I'm like fixing something, and she's making something over there. It's like we're bumping elbows.
You'll have to have a one. Okay, that's not bad. See this? I, I don't like the way these look.
Yeah, split level houses are ugly. I don't I don't know. Sometimes they do it good, but
Like inside the wall, these are not like. It's not bad on the inside. It's just that split level. Oh my good lord, what was the choice there?
yeah, I don't know. So okay, another topic. If you're a real estate agent and the color of a room is like earwax yellow,
I don't
you
like
you
those.
need to paint that before you take pictures to
I don't
put
like those
on like a
countertops.
selling website. What are you saying, Chris?
Said I don't like those countertops.
Yeah, me either. That's bland. And and then I know. Okay, let's talk about good colors for real estate agents to paint rooms, Chris.
Where was that one I was just looking at? Hold on. Yeah, the split level, the brown, the living area, a
Yeah,
very neutral
you want
color.
neutral colors because you want the person that you're gonna try to sell this house to be like be able to put their own style in that.
Yeah.
And if you paint it some weird color, that person isn't going to be able to put themselves in that. They
This
want
one's
a
got the
more
exact same
neutral
countertops.
thing to where they're like, oh, I could paint that wall this color and have an accent. I just, we need to get off this topic because I'm getting heated. I'm getting heated.
Like I understand a child wanting to have their own color, but like dog.
Oh yeah, because that one room that you showed me, it was like neon green on the top. Like so,
And then yeah,
it
and
had
then
a
sky blue on the bottom.
yeah. So it had like a wall protector in the middle, and it was white, and you had neon green, and then pretty bright blue on the bottom. There, okay. So if you're a parent, you can let your kid pick their color, but you need to tone it in for them. Because like when I was a kid, I wanted yellow, and that was not a good decision looking back on it. But yellow was my
Uh,
favorite color, and my mom's like, okay, we can do that.
Flip.
And she let me do like this urine colored yellow, and it was soft and it wasn't too bright for yellow. But even at that, that was too far. You shouldn't paint a room yellow. Maybe a mustard color if you're gonna do yellow.
You could do like a yellow that's like almost like tan, kind of.
Yeah, but don't let them pick bright blue because they're gonna hate it in a week, and then you're gonna hate it when you try to paint over it because it's gonna take like 7 coats to cover. My room right now is very. I like the color because it's a dull forest green that's almost gray, and I love it.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of I thought it was kind of brownish gray.
Yeah, no, it in different light it looks different colors, and it's great. I love that because then if like say your kid wants a certain color room, you decorate it in that color. You don't make the room that color because you can easily get rid of furniture. You can't easily repaint a room. Man,
Like,
we're not even parents, and we're giving like some baller parental tips.
Like I'm saying, like if I knew how to like change the walls or something,
Are you just like taking down wood paneling?
yeah, that's not gonna be something I can look at. Why am I seeing? I don't want to see these.
Well, you can, Chris. You look literally. You searched all London and Corbin for homes. You need to put a price range, and you need to put like.
See, I don't even know what the price range I need to even look at.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what your income is. Don't say it on the podcast. But I mean, all right, people, we're gonna need your help. What kind of home do you think fits Chris perfect? I'm saying a 1-level ranch.
I don't have like it's like this.
Yeah, like that, but maybe not as many rooms as that one has.
Good Lord.
Yeah, how about we quit looking at that, Chris? Because hey, you know the real estate agent on that.
Yeah, that doesn't really help me any.
All right, Chris, let's quit looking at homes. Let's quit looking at homes. We're gonna go back to the topic of the question I asked earlier before you just started browsing. What is your perfect first home idea? Like how many? Like what do you want? What's it got to have?
I mean, like, I just want it to feel comfortable and modern looking. I don't want it on the inside to be like paneling. Paneling is old and tacky, and I don't like it. I just can't deal with it. I don't know. Like, I'd have to go in and look at homes really to like hone in on like a real legit like type, I guess. I mean, I could make a split level work for me as long as the inside is like modern and up to date looking. You know what I mean?
You like a modern decoration style. You want that freeform jazz kind of style. For me,
not necessarily modern, but just like up to date.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing: never buy wood paneling because I automatically have to like take down wood paneling and put up drywall.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. You also there's more apt to have dead bodies behind wood paneling because it's way easier to put people behind. There's a fun fact for you. But for me, my perfect first home is 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I think.
Well, that one was not.
Because before you have a family, like say you're just married, you have yours and your wife's room, you have a guest room because inevitably somebody's gonna want to stay with you, and if you don't give them their own room, it's gonna be a hassle. And then you got to have a room that you could do for an office for the time being or just storage, which will become your guest room if you have kids because your kids will take precedent over the guest room. But two bath is good because your kids will have one. Also, while it's just you and your wife, you have your own bathroom. It's pretty great.
Man, like some of this house, like parts of this house, I'm like, yeah, I can make this work. And other parts of this house, I'm like, dog, what the heck are the choices they made with some of these rooms? Like, that's why I don't understand. Like, so I don't know. Like this stuff looks fine. Like I don't know what. Like I was saying, like I don't have a dream home in mind already because I don't know a lot about like definitions and terms of what a house is and what a house isn't.
That's a good price for that home. It's just
Well, they said it needs TLC.
It needs some TLC, so it probably needs a new coat of paint on the inside. Ooh, gross. Go back to those stairs. Who puts green carpet? That's like something from a church, and I like church, but you don't put that. I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I would try to get rid of that up wallpaper on the top there. I don't like that.
Yeah, wallpaper is out of date.
Why is this door the
nobody
same color as the wall?
nobody uses wallpaper anymore.
What about what in the world?
Oh my. Okay. Um, everyone, we just found a room that it's like the wallpaper takes up the entire wall, and then also the closet door, and the carpet is an orange, like a burnt Texas orange.
Yeah, so they're all like so you walk in and it's like fall.
Yeah, and like the wallpaper is a forest in fall, like it's
It's
trees with orange leaves.
so why?
If you're listening to this and you decorated your room like that, you need to contact us because we're gonna sick the FBI on you.
Like I'd have to like why are these walls not the same color?
I don't know, Chris. I told you to quit looking at houses on the podcast.
Like I'm asking you like why would you not color the two walls in the one room the same color? It just seems weird to me.
Well, some people like an accent wall in every room.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh! Then they got. Why do they have so many freaking landscapes on their walls? This room. So Chris was questioning about the different colored wall. So I was thinking all like three of the walls were the same color, and then you had the one color on the accent wall. But two walls are the same color, and then one wall is a blue, and then the third wall or the fourth wall is a beach scene. Who owns this home? Who owns it? Because I need to talk with you. Oh, and then they have Barney Purple for a. Oh my gosh. Oh my, Chris, you gotta stop looking at this one. You gotta stop. You gotta stop because I'm hating it. I'm hating everything about
But
it.
the problem is the outside of the house is that's a nice house. Although it looks like it's a barbecue smokehouse with that thing sitting on the.
It's a very cottagey house. It's a very
Yeah.
cottage home. All right, you gotta stop because I was getting.
Like I'm saying, yeah. Like I feel like I could like if I knew how to make the updates to that house, I feel like I could definitely do that house. Like I could see myself there. But like I'd have to change the color of three of the rooms. I'd have to get rid of the carpet in both of those other rooms. I don't have the skills to do that, you know what I mean?
I mean, painting's not that hard. So you're saying you want to repaint the rooms? That's easy. Painting's easy.
I don't want to get rid of the wallpaper, get rid of the carpet, put in like a faux hardwood or a real hardwood in there.
Well, so okay, Chris. Here, I know your level of craftiness and
And it's not.
toolsmithiness. It's not a lot, but it is better than some people. I have full confidence that you can paint. Chris, you can paint.
Yeah, I can paint. I'm not worried about painting. I'm just worried about getting rid of the wallpaper properly.
Well, here's the thing about wallpaper. You get
Doing paneling.
No. Listen. Wallpaper. You get a steamer. You get a steamer, and you just run it over the wallpaper, and you get bubbles on it, and then you can just pull it down. It's easy. You can do that. I promise you. I'll be there too, and probably Samantha and Lucas. When Lucas is on the weekends, we'll be there. We'll be there for you. Wood paneling's easy. You find the end of the panel, and it's got little nails in there. You just kind of pry them up and tear it down. It's easy. The hard part is when it comes to drywalling. Drywalling, you need two people. You need at least two people to drywall, and putting the panels of drywall.
Oh wow.
Up, that's one thing. You could do that because we did that in South Dakota. Mudding's the hard part of drywall.
Yeah.
Mudding is so hard.
Well, this one just went on the market like a week ago.
Did you not hear me? I said quit looking at houses.
I'm listening to you, but like I'm just saying, like, yeah.
You're gonna get sad if you keep looking at houses you can't afford.
I mean, theoretically, if I altered some stuff, I could afford that. But
yeah. Also, okay, let's go back to the updates you can do. You can. This is me talking you up, dog. Removing carpet is easy. Anybody can remove carpet.
Laying down the new floor is probably not easy though.
No, but there's YouTube videos for that. Like if you get the faux wood flooring, it pops into place, so it's pretty easy. I think we could do it. I think we could do that. The things I would struggle with are plumbing.
Yeah.
And if I had to put in a new vanity, I feel like a new vanity would be tough. I feel like countertops would be tough. I feel like I could probably do a backsplash if I wanted a backsplash. I think I could do that. Unless it was the individual tiles. I don't think I could do that.
Like, and if it was like up to me and I didn't have to worry about like being close to my friends to like have them come visit me, I'd move to somewhere like completely out in the sticks. But I want people to come say hi.
I'm not gonna tell you where my perfect home right now is that I actually really like until we're off the podcast. Not that anybody
Yeah,
cares
I
where it
guess.
is,
No, I understand, dude.
but it has okay. So it has 2 acres of yard. That's a good it's a good acreage. That's you can't find that acreage a lot of places for a good price, and it's like built in the 1980s, so not that old. Let me just tell you, the kitchen's beautiful, Chris. It's got that distressed white wood kind of look on the outside of the cabinets, and then the countertop is a speckled gray and white and black countertop. It kind of looks like it's granite, but it's not because I'm sure if it was granite, it would be the house would cost more. Oh, it's great, Chris. It's a beautiful home, and I'm not going to tell you where it's at because I don't want you to gun after it.
I'm
It's
the dude. I can guarantee you, I'm not gonna gun after it because you can afford it. You can probably afford it, and I probably couldn't. So don't worry. No worries, boss.
well, I can't afford it by myself.
Yeah,
Hopefully down the road I can afford it.
and there's nowhere to rent either. There's.
Well, I mean, it all depends on what you can afford
I
renting.
don't want to afford too much, man. Like that's the thing. Like if this like if this apartment is $550 a month, I might as well just maybe making a house payment
Yeah,
because that's not. I don't even know if that's utilities included or not.
probably not. If it's 600, you should definitely fight for utilities included. Like anything over 600, you need to make sure utilities are included.
Yeah,
For a 1 bedroom, 1 bath apartment,
it's too bad on and a half.
oh, that's a big apartment. That might be. Chris. What I want you to realize, Chris, is there's no shame in living at home. I know it's very stressful and it's irritating because we're 25 and we still live with our parents.
I'm almost 26.
It doesn't matter, Chris. We're the same age right now. This goes for anyone in the Better Than Static community. If you're in your 20s and you're still living at home, there's no shame.
In the
There's no
better than
shame.
static listening area.
And no, if you're in our fan base, there's no shame if you're 25 living at home. There's no shame if you're 28 living at home. Unless you're over. Okay, so if you're over 30, you need to think about getting out of there. Chris, you're not even over 30. You got like 4 years, and then a month. Actually, oh no, Chris's birthday's in 10 days, everyone. But anyways, it's roughly 10 days. It's actually 12 days. 12 days, whatever. Estimation. If you're 30 and over, you need to get out of your house, out of your mom and dad's house. You're being a bum at that point, and you know what you need to do. But if you're in your 20s living at home, that's fine. Because you can help out your parents with your tech difficulties. You can help with bills being paid. You can help with paying for some stuff, and you also your parents might say they're ready for you to leave, but they're not. Because anytime I bring up moving out, my mom gets sad, and my dad always makes a joke. I wish you would, but he really doesn't because he's gonna miss me. I hope. But there's no shame living at home in your 20s. That's the new millennial things. Everybody about the millennials thinks we're just crazy and we do whatever we want. We don't. We're conservative. We save money by living at home, and then we move out, make financially stable, sound decisions. That's the new millennial movement. That's what I'm saying. Better than you heard it here first. New millennial movement.
If I didn't have to drive so far to go to work, I'd I'd look at other options. It's crazy.
Also, I mean, you never know how. That's another thing about us millennials. You never know where you're working. Like we probably have a sound job. Everybody's got a sound job, but it's not your forever job yet. I feel like, I mean, you can have a career job. You can have a job that is a career and stable, but that might not be where you want to be in 10 years. Another millennial movement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like this house. I'm sorry. You keep telling me not to.
It's okay.
Because it's been updated and stuff. So like.
Chris, you're gonna be down in the dumps. You gotta quit looking. This isn't about the podcast anymore. This is about you being happy. You gotta quit looking, because if you keep looking, it's like you'll watch pot never boils. If you keep looking at houses, you're never gonna be able to get one.
So we'll segue off into scavenger hunts, which I apparently there's a website I'm using to make a scavenger hunt
Okay, I'm
for a
aware of
church
why you're
kid.
making the scavenger hunt.
Yeah. So they have like their own options, so you could add in. Like they have their own like banked up, I guess items that you could get. Like I just don't know how to make them up. Like, dude, I don't even know if teenagers would get this reference about Wilson from Castaway.
I feel like they would because it's such a big. That's like everybody goes, well, so, like that's a. I feel like that's a thing someone
Yeah.
younger than us would get. I don't know. If okay, we're gonna take a poll. If you're listening and you think a high schooler would get a Castaway reference, which is the simplest, most popular Castaway reference, you should tweet at us and say yes, Wilson exclamation point. And if you don't think so, you should tweet at us and say no dot dot dot. I'll miss you, Wilson. Now, okay, so listen again. Listen again. Yes, Wilson, like exclamation, like Wilson exclamation point, like you're yelling it, and then, and then, and then if you don't think so, you say no dot dot dot. I'll miss you, Wilson, because you're sad because nobody's getting it anymore. Now tweet at us. Tweet to us at BT Static. We want to hear your poll. I want to hear it. Or you can email us. If you're shy or you don't have Twitter, you can email us. And you just do the same. Don't type anything else. Just the things I said. And I'm going to make a poll. We're going to talk about it next episode. Okay, let's keep going with this.
Okay, so yeah, the second option, I feel like teenagers are gonna love this one. Find a large rock and bring it with you to the final rendezvous. The biggest rock gets a point bonus.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, so we're doing. Chris is organizing a scavenger hunt for high schoolers, obviously because we don't think they're going to get a Wilson reference. I think high school boys would try to find the biggest rock, and like they would have like four
I
guys
feel like
carrying
they're
one
gonna
rock.
love that.
I feel like that would be a thing. Middle school boys would try. Middle school boys are definitely going to be competitive and have the fire to do it. They just don't have the muscle yet because they're middle schoolers. Also, you have to name your rock. Most creative name for your rock gets a point. We could add that on
This
there.
is That's why I need you because you have better ideas like this.
No. I like the biggest rock gets.
No, adding that on, no, naming the rock. I like that.
Because that gives everyone a chance to get extra points. I think if we do just biggest rock, they're gonna have to get creative in transporting it. But high school boys are ultimately gonna muscle them out and get like five guys carrying one rock. But I think
Yeah.
your middle schoolers will and other people will be able to like think of a more creative name for the rock, and that way everybody gets a chance for points. I think we should cut the points in half for biggest rock, so 250, but most creative name gets 500 because that I think that'll be more inclusive for everyone.
Well, right now it says I only have enough. It says I can only make one for 3 teams, and I have to pay for a new one. I'm sorry, what?
What? Oh dang, that's a lot. That's expensive. You need to get off that web. No, don't get off the website because we can like.
No, they can make. No, the thing is, there's an app, and all the leaders could have the app on their phone, and like have the missions there, and they would upload pictures to the log, so they could prove they had it, man.
I like this website. It's called Goose Chase, which is that's a great name for a scavenger hunt website. But your prices are a little up there. We can't afford that. I don't know, Chris. I don't think because you're gonna have like 20 teams. We're gonna have 20 teams. Look at that 20 teams price.
Well, this one says custom, and it has unlimited.
But I'm sure it's gonna be more than the one for 20 teams.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to figure. Hey, I'll be like, hey, Timbo.
Hey, Tim, a youth pastor, give us some money.
I'm glad I looked at this.
But I think we could use it to get our we can definitely use this website for free and get all of our missions and then type it up.
Yeah, I just liked it on the app. There would be a place for them to put a log in there to prove that they have it done.
Well,
like you take a picture.
You could have them tweet at the youth ministry account.
I bet they don't have Twitter.
Someone on the team will have Twitter. Someone on the team. You have to will have hashtags for their
Designate
team name.
like the leader, like their college leader or something.
Yeah.
Whoever's driving them or something. Yeah.
And you have to have a hashtag for your team name. You have to come up with a team name, or it should just be not like ninth grade girls or whatever. Something simple, the way you can put the points towards stuff.
Or the coolest team name gets an extra bonus.
Yeah, that's true too. Another bonus for everyone. I think that's gonna get. Here's my whole thing about using Twitter is it gets our name out there as a youth ministry, Chris. If you're listening to Better Than Static, if you can get social media movement, you're in a good direction. We can't do that because I suck at it for the podcast. But if you can do it for whatever you're doing, you're gonna be looking good. You're gonna be doing good. So I think we're gonna sum up this episode because I think this one's gonna be a little boring. I think we'll have some good nooks and like nuggets of funny, but so two or maybe more things. Okay, so 1, new millennial movement. It's okay to live at home in your 20s. You're saving money, you're being financially sound, you're against the culture. 2, social media movement's necessary. Not for our new millennial movement. You just gotta make good decisions for the new millennial movement. But social media movement, like if you have like your own little side project, that's good. That's good. You need to do that. I feel like I had another thing. Oh yeah, no wood paneling. That's a no. You just no.
Hard no.
So such a hard no. You don't even know. You just no.
It's practically a deal breaker.
Yeah, like if you're dating someone and you're like, and they're like, yeah, wood paneling, it looks nice. No, it's a no.
See you later.
Bye. Ended.
See you later. What are we gonna do about the kids? Nah, you got paneling. This is it.
This is it. You think the kids want to live with wood paneling? They're gonna have their friends come over and they're gonna get laughed at because they have wood paneling. It's awful. No wood paneling. Also, decorating homes, real estate agents. Don't do dumb things. If you want to sell that home, don't do dumb things. But get social media movement. So no dumb things like don't paint walls Barney purple. Don't put wallpaper that looks like a freaking fall forest because that's one seasonal room. You can't use that room any time else but fall. I feel like you're making some questionable decisions trying to sell your home, and it's the wrong decisions. Also, if it's not the real estate agent, it was the person before that you're trying to sell that home for, they were making bad decisions. Fix their bad decisions. Help them out. Okay, I think that's it. Sorry that we ranted about buying homes. Hopefully it was educational. I think the new millennial movement will appreciate our topics. Chris, do you have anything that you would like to say?
Shout out to let me think of a shout out to Malta.
Okay, we're gonna end the episode on shout out to Malta. That's
Yeah, man.
That's what you want to end it on?
Yeah, there's not a lot of work yesterday. I read a lot about Malta.
Okay, that's
Seems like a fun place to go.
that's okay, that's it. That's what we're doing. That's the last. Are you sure?
I don't, dude. I'm not good at coming up with a cool stinger at the end, dude.
All right. Hopefully this episode's
Like,
been better than static. Bye.
Oh, I don't know. Shout out to Malta. I don't know.